Hi everyone, and welcome to this tea leaf reading. Now, you might have just seen that. I just pulled some charms before the reading. I'll do that at the end as well. And Millie was on my lap and she's just knocked one off. I'm just going to go and get it from the floor where it's gone flying. Okay everyone, I'm back, and so is Millie. She's back on my lap. Now, isn't that interesting? The charm she knocked off to the ground, I think she wanted to play with it, to be honest, was the Eiffel Tower. So it's quite significant, isn't it? Something around the Eiffel Tower maybe that's going to happen. So Millie's given us a prediction there. It has come out in a few of my readings in the past actually, something around the Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty as well. I think some monuments are going to be going down. So that's amazing. Millie often joins in, as a lot of you will know, in tea leaf readings, not always, but she was in here right away as I was preparing. And I just thought, oh, I'll just pull some charms. Don't know why, I was just guided to do it. I don't usually do that. And I just managed to click the record button as she was just selecting that charm. So there you go, she's now gone. She might come back later. So the ones I pulled were, they all came out together. A leaf. So a new beginning, turning over a new leaf. Could be the sign there. Could be autumn as well, when maybe something happens that's significant around the Eiffel Tower. Or a tower, if not the Eiffel Tower, but I'm getting the Eiffel Tower with that one. Something around France, Paris, which has come out quite a few of my readings. And we got a baby elephant as well. Sign of good luck, power. So something around those in power, linked to the Eiffel Tower. I'm getting with that one. It's also, sorry everyone, I just had to clear my throat there. I went a bit croaky. It's also about memory. So you see the elephants looking back on a change that may occur. And this could also be about people in the collective, you know, who remember some significant events that are to come. Deep emotions I'm getting now as well. Essentially my throat blocked up. I'm really getting a need for some to express themselves, let out very deep emotions, memories that people are holding on to, and turn over a new leaf. A leaf is about the soul's journey, hope, but also hidden things, with it being the Eiffel Tower. Something hidden there regarding the tower, potentially. Okay, interesting, isn't it? So we'll leave those out for the reading, and I'll probably pull some at the end as well, as I do with my readings. But now on to the tea leaves. Now, what was really interesting when I had a quick cursory glance in the cup was I saw lots of dolphins. Not sure if you'll see at the side there, it's like an arch. I just saw that and thought dolphin, and I'm seeing some more down the bottom. It also looks like a mermaid there next to it. So I'm getting some events, occurrences that may happen related to the sea, the ocean. What I was feeling was that there could be an area where there's a sudden mass activity, let's say with dolphins, like a lot of movement, maybe formations. I'm seeing lots of dolphins in an area, in an ocean. And that could even be a diver that I'm seeing there, if not a mermaid. It could be something around mermaids, but something that's brought to the surface, I'm just hearing, around that area. So it's like they highlight something in an area and then something is found, potentially. I'm suddenly seeing lots of sevens around that as well. So it could be July, 7 weeks, 7 months. I mean, we can't really predict timing these readings, but the 7 in tarot is about the Chariot, victory, success. I just feel something that's uncovered. Yeah, that's linking to the leaf. Something that's been hidden under the ocean. This could be artifacts, another world, I'm hearing. Yeah, this is like really quite specific, it would seem, for that part. I'm seeing quite a lot of numbers, actually. I'll just call them out. 14, 7, 17, I'm seeing as well. 14, 17, 14, 1, 7, 7, 4. So these could be dates. We're seeing a lot of 4s and 7s in particular. 7, 7, 7. Yeah, some sort of serendipity coming through here. Globally, but it could also be for some of you. You might have some lucky events, maybe around those dates, for example. Now I'm seeing what looks like a submarine or a boat around all of this as well. So again, that could be something they find. I'm also seeing the initial D could be on that boat. I'm seeing a big D, and a 7 could be on that boat as well. So some artifacts, and what I'm feeling, I keep seeing 17. So that could be the date, I'm not really sure. I mean, 17 in tarot is about the star. It's the star card, rather. It's about hope. It might give us hope, I'm feeling. Because I keep seeing 7, I do feel July could be significant for news coming out in the world, global news that could shock people, events that start to happen that are synchronistic. They're all guided by the divine, and this is where things start to shift. This has been coming out in quite a few of my readings, that I think more and more will start to come out. The truth will come out. I'm seeing a butterfly at the side there as well for transformation. Yeah, there's a transformation happening, energy shifts in the world. You may feel it yourself as well, physically. As you're ascending, you may find you've got physical changes happening. You might need to eat lighter. The more and more you release, in terms of the emotional stuff, the lighter you feel. That's what I'm being guided to say. I'm seeing musical notes, so harmony. Yeah, I'm getting peace, harmony, change that's happening. Wow, a lot of musical notes. So some of you might write music. Now the musical notes are going down. The butterfly is going up. So with that, I'm just getting a shift in the music industry, like certain energies going down. The dark ones, that is. And with the butterfly, you know, a change in the music industry. I mean, it's needed because it's so corrupt, and many idolised singers, let's say, you know, are being looked up to for the wrong reasons. And be aware of music you listen to. So not all, but some of it in terms of the lyrics, think of words, things we say, they're like spells. You know, like when they say someone's been cursed, it's not necessarily someone that's got out their magic wand and done a curse. It can just be things you say. It's like a spell. Same with songs. Just be mindful if you're singing along to a song. Are you aware of what you're singing? You know, it can influence people as well. That's what they've been trying to do for a very long time. But anyway, I'm seeing a shift there. I'm seeing a big 4 in the cup there. Not sure if you see it. So it's a number of stability and security, that people will start to feel more secure in themselves. I'm getting a lot of healing with the musical notes. Also being guided to say physical healing. Med beds are coming out again, because I saw a bed. Yeah, just remember now, I saw a bed next to a 7 again. So yeah, I'm just getting healing with that in the collective. Physical healing, that is, in terms of what some people have taken, ingested, you know, or been given in their bodies. Some have been harmed, unfortunately. But I'm seeing people get better. Dolphin, by the way, is also a sign of the collective, people working together as a collective. So for that's going to be the shift that we see in the world. A sign to be playful. There's another 4 at the bottom of the cup. Wow. So now I'm seeing 444. If you see that number, it can be a sign your angels are around you. You might see feathers, coins, other signs that give you hope, show you you're protected. So that's what I'm feeling with that one. I'm just hearing lucky break. It's interesting, I saw 777. Some of you individually may have a lucky break. Things happen for you at the right time, divine timing, but you might be very lucky. Yeah, because I'm seeing, it's like scales at the bottom of the cup. I'm not sure you can see that. Scales of justice, things being balanced in the world. That's been happening. There's been a spiritual battle happening between light and dark. Some of you might have really felt it as well, in terms of things happening around you or to you. Some of you might not have been aware, but things are balancing out, and they will do with that down the bottom of the cup. So it's happening. And also in your lives, you might find things start to improve, with that lucky break I said about. You might see things in your local area as well that show you justice is happening. So I'm getting arrests. I'm also seeing that like handcuffs. Some shocking arrests. Globally as well, there's going to be some news, I feel, that could really shock people. But in local areas, truth is going to prevail. Seeing 11, yeah. Sign of awakening, manifestation. Things feeling fairer. That will happen. I do believe that, as things are shifting. Because we need some light and dark, like yin yang. But obviously, like I was saying about the music industry, it's been corrupt, it's been too much one way. The dark trying to overpower. But the dark are moving away. It's another thing I'm seeing in the cup actually, but I've been feeling this. Some energies, dark forces, whatever you want to call them, have already left. This has come out in some of my readings in the past, and I'm seeing more are going to leave, and that's what brings this balance in the world. So it's more equal, let's say. I'm seeing a couple of initials, I'll call them out. Could be some of your initials or other people's. I'm seeing R, M for movie, L, Z, C, V, and T. Also N for noble, so quite a few there. That's quite interesting. I'm not sure what they're called. It's a ball with a cross on it. If any of you know what that's called, let us know. But I'm getting the church with that. Something around the new Pope, and also seeing the initial P suddenly as I saw that. So the new Pope could have the initial P. Just be mindful of this new Pope. It's difficult with predictions because it could go either way, but I'm getting something around that Pope that we need to be mindful of. I'm also seeing the initial S at the edge. Someone with the initial S is on their way out. This is someone quite prominent in the government, I feel. I'm here in the UK with that one. Okay, so some of you will be able to deduce who that is. Now that has come out before actually, so that's quite interesting. It's like they're going to be pushed out with it being at the edge. And that could also be local governments. There could be changes that happen. I'm suddenly seeing YE. One YE. Not quite sure what that is. 1 year? Could even be an R, yeah, 1 year. So something that happens in a year. Let me just see if I can meditate and see what that is. I'm just hearing all of the changes that happen globally. It could take up to a year, because obviously it's not going to happen overnight. It's not all going to happen at the same time either, so we'll hear about different events in different places potentially. There may still be blackouts that continue. Now obviously some of you will know that I did predict we could have blackouts, and that has happened. I'm just hearing Spain, Portugal. I'm really being drawn to M at the bottom of the cup, the initial M for movie. And I'm hearing Morocco. So something in Morocco potentially, that's just randomly coming through. Something that happens there. That's quite significant. Something that's found there, I'm just hearing. Could be underground. I'm just seeing like these pillars underground. So it could be a monument, potentially. I mean, it's interesting we had the Eiffel Tower, so I do think we're going to find more things that link to the pyramid of Giza that I mentioned in that reading, linked to other countries and other ancient sites. So maybe there's one in Morocco. If any of you know places of significance, let us know in the comments if you wish. So that's quite interesting in terms of what's come through in the cup. I'm going to pull some more charms now. So did it a bit differently today, as you know, pulling some at the beginning. So So they've stuck to my fingers. Okay, wow. Now that's interesting to begin with, isn't it? Musical notes. You may remember I saw a lot in the cup. So definitely something around the music industry that could come to light. Quite big news with the bird as well. Communication. Something that gives us peace, hope, potentially. And we've got a dragonfly, which is also a sign of transformation, like the butterfly. So quite a few animals will come out. These could be spirit animals. You might see some of these symbols after this reading. I often see birds as a sign of freedom, letting go of worries. And it's interesting that I selected this cup today, which has these beautiful birds on it as well. So some of you might really be drawn to birds. Different birds you might keep seeing, different kinds of birds as well, feathers. Can be an ancestor coming to visit you. You know, I've just remembered something. The past 2 weeks when I've gone for a walk, just locally, I've twice seen a robin each time. I see robins quite a lot, but it can be a sign of an ancestor coming to see you. In fact, once I was on the pavement and it jumped out from the park onto the pavement so I could see it, and then it jumped back in. It was so special. Now the following week I was in the park and suddenly this bird flew down from the road where I would have been walking, so maybe it was waiting for me there, from the railing, and it flew across my path onto a tree so that I'd see it. So you might have, the reason I'm being guided to share that is you might have experiences like that where it's quite bizarre, you know, a bird flies in front of you, or a butterfly flits around you rather, flutters. That's what I'm getting as signs, and that's a sign that your ancestor is there with you. I really feel, I'm getting shivers now, because you'll feel it like I did when I saw that robin. I was like, wow, was it the same robin, you know? So special things like that, you know, be grateful for them, because it shows you you're being guided, loved, protected. Dragonfly can also be about self-realisation, expressing feelings, which I said at the beginning, and that's what I feel is needed. And as a result, people will transform, because you let go of the burdens that an elephant can carry, heavy loads. You know, you don't want to be carrying those around with you. You want to release them and be free, like the bird. Turn over a new leaf. So it's interesting the way they're all sort of linking to each other in this reading. Now with the musical note and in the cup, you may receive messages through music, potentially, that give you hope. And that again can be the divine speaking to you. Could even be someone, a passed on loved one, coming through with a song, maybe a song they loved. That can be their way of communicating with you. Just being guided to say that, because for some of you, receive signs like that. You know, as I said about birds, butterflies, that can be an ancestor coming to visit you. And it's very special if that happens. I'm also getting chakra healing needed with the musical notes. You could listen to chakra healing music to try and align and find harmony within. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this reading. It felt really special, actually, starting with the charms and Millie. She's now gone. I think she's on my bed, sleeping, like she usually does. When it's warmer, she's quite happy on the bed. So let us know in the comments if you saw anything in the cup as well. Some of you do sometimes. Now, if you did, that could be a special sign for you that came through as well, a personal message. Love hearing from all of you in these readings. I'll be back to do another one soon. Thank you for watching. Sending peace, love and light to you all.